Hello and welcome to In Simple Terms with Satish. Today let's understand how AI can copy a voice and why that copy can be hard to detect. Imagine you receive a short voice note from someone you know. The voice sounds familiar. The rhythm sounds familiar. The message is urgent. Your first reaction is not technical, it is emotional. That is why voice cloning matters. A voice used to feel like proof. Now, it is becoming a signal that needs verification. Here is the engineering idea. Sound is air pressure changing over time. A microphone turns those tiny pressure changes into an electrical signal. A computer stores that signal as numbers, thousands of samples every second. Once voice becomes numbers, software can measure patterns. Pitch, accent, rhythm, pauses, breath, tone color, microphone quality, room sound, and emotion. That is the key shift. AI is not treating voice as magic, it is treating voice as data. An AI voice system then separates two things that normally arrive together: what should be said and who it should sound like. First, it receives reference audio from a speaker. In a responsible product, that should happen with consent. The model turns the sample into a compact speaker representation or acoustic prompt. It is not pasting the original recording. It is capturing patterns that make the voice recognizable. Second, it receives new content, typed text, translated text, or edited speech. The model predicts new audio in that speaker's style. Some systems generate spectrogram-like sound maps. Newer systems generate discrete audio tokens like sound pieces. Third, an audio decoder or vocoder turns that internal representation into a waveform, the sound your phone speaker plays. So the pipeline is stored sound, speaker cue, new words, generated acoustic units, final audio. This is also why the technology has useful sides. It can help with accessibility, translation, education, narration, and voice restoration when the speaker approves. The risk appears when a familiar voice is treated as identity. Now bring back the urgent voice note. A detector is not judging clean studio sound, it is judging whatever survives the trip. Maybe the file was compressed by a messaging app. Maybe it was recorded in a car, played through a tiny speaker, or heard over a weak network. Those changes squeeze the waveform and hide small artifacts. Humans face the same problem. We listen for clues, flat emotion, robotic timing, strange pauses, or one word that feels off. But modern systems can copy cadence, emotion, background texture, and speaking rhythm. So the fake may not sound perfect. It may sound like a real person on a bad call. The technical target also keeps moving. A detector trained on yesterday's generator may fail on tomorrow's generator. Watermarking can help, but only when the generator adds a mark and the platform preserves it. Compression, cropping, re-recording through a speaker, or unmarked tools can weaken that signal. And if a detector learns only watermark means fake, it can miss beeper evidence or make false calls. The most important point is this: voice cloning is not only an audio problem, it is a trust system problem. The unsafe pattern is when a voice creates urgency and asks for money, credentials, access, or a move to a new number. The safer pattern is not listen harder. The safer pattern is independent verification. Call back on a number you already know. Use a family phrase. Check through a trusted app or known channel. Pause before sending money or sharing sensitive information. In engineering terms, do not let voice be the only authentication factor. So here is the simple mental model. Voice is evidence, not identity. AI voice cloning works by turning a short voice sample into a speaker cue, combining it with new words, generating acoustic units, and decoding them into speech. It is hard to detect because realistic generation, phone compression, noise, emotion, watermark gaps, detector limits, and human trust all collide. The future is not just better detectors, it is better verification. If this helped you understand the topic in simple terms, follow or subscribe to In Simple Terms with Satish and share this episode with one friend who likes technology. I will see you in the next episode.